The New York Jets are getting ready for training camp as we're going to watch some workout clips. Geno Smith, Mason Taylor, a little Garrett Wilson, a little Omar Cooper Jr. as they're preparing for training camp, working out, doing drills, and everything else. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're looking at practice every single day this offseason, from rookie camp to minicamp and OTAs to this dead zone where they're just workout clips, to training camp, to in season. You're going to know what your players are doing behind the scenes at practice. Your rookies, your new players, guys coming back from injuries, your quarterback battles, guys you're drafting in fantasy football. Want to know if that sleeper's running with the ones? It's going to be right here. Then on top of that, more of your favorite team. So more Jets. Click that button. Stop missing out. Here we go. We have a minute 12 of clips. We may loop this and keep talking ball, but then we're going to have to deep dive the advanced analytics. We got a little bit of everything. A lot of this was off Instagram. I've been catching this on a slow drip, just collecting clips. But here we go. We're going to do the video today. And we got a little Mason Taylor. This is from his Instagram, Mason Taylor _99 or _Taylor 99. Here's some more back there. This one you can't see as well. Now they're zooming in. Looks like it's landscape, but they're trying to make it vertical. But downfield, here we go. This ain't going to be the whole. See, there's Garrett Wilson right there. Omar Cooper Jr. Looks like this is more pre-practice, but here we go. We got some Geno, some Taylor coming in, working on the feet. Getting that out there. More from Mason Taylor's Instagram. Putting in that work. I like Mason Taylor. I think he's going to gel well over the course of time. Him and Sadiq, I think that's going to be a nasty combo. That's going to be a nasty combo. It's hot out there. We've been going through a heat wave. The thing about this, you look at this team here. You look at Geno Smith, and when people count him out or forget that he exists, that's when he does his most damage. It just feels that way. It's not analytical or anything. It just feels that way. And then talking about the tight ends, since Mason Taylor provided the most clips here, you're looking at him and Kenyon Sadiq. Once you get those two fired up, that is going to be a nasty combo. Those two are going to be nasty together. Mason Taylor coming out for the draft. He was like one of the best or one of the most NFL-ready tight ends in his class. And then you got Kenyon Sadiq, who just blows the doors off of everybody at the tight end position in the league when it comes to athleticism. Those two are going to be a nasty combo if you can get them ramped up. That's up to the coaching staff now, moving on forward for there. But then when you look at this, Omar Cooper Jr., Garrett Wilson, A.D. Mitchell, those three just fit. A.D. Mitchell stretching the field, the deep ball dandy. Garrett Wilson's your alpha. He's your alpha. He's going to get 25+% target share, 30+% some years. Omar Cooper Jr., the first rounder in the slot, aggressive hands, nasty hands. Geno can facilitate the rock. Breece Hall, stud. And you're looking at Geno. 35 years old. We're a vet. We're going to distribute the rock. And there are some seasons where we blow it up. We see it. 3,000 yards last year. 4,300 yards in 2024. 21 passing touchdowns in 2024. But the thing about that, 2025, the Raiders' offensive line was a mess. It was rough. It had no wide receivers there, no help. That's the thing about them. And you're looking at Geno Smith. If you can keep him clean, he can distribute the rock with a 71% completion rate with a clean pocket. Clean pocket catchable ball rate ranks 10th among quarterbacks. You keep him clean, he can distribute the rock. And we saw that last year, which was few and far between. But when you do it, let's see if there's a history with it. Let's go back to his productive season in 2024. Let's see where he marks in those measurements. Third and third. Clean pocket completion rate, 73.3. That's different teams. 80%, third in the league. You keep them upright. You keep them clean. he will distribute the rock, and that's what Geno Smith can do. That's a good thing to look at when you're looking at wide receivers like this. Garrett Wilson, your alpha wide receiver, 4.3 speed, can be dominant. 1,000 yards in 2024, 1,000 2023. But he can be dominant. Second among wide receivers in target share with 8.4 targets a game, 34.3%, 9.1 average depth of target. That's an alpha wide receiver. 100% route participation rate. He's just always out there. He's not leaving the field. 32.1 routes per game. Elite. And you're looking at the target separation, solid considering you're getting all the targets. And then we also got Omar Cooper Jr., drafted him in the first round. Good separator, but he's very assertive with good hands, getting to the football and after the catch. And he just meshes well with these wide receivers because you got A.D. Mitchell, 4.3 speed that can create separation. And then on top of that, we know what we're going to use him for, and it's getting that ball downfield. Like, he had a couple big drops last year, but it's not like he was dropping things left and right. But he's going to get those critical targets downfield, and that's going to allow Omar Cooper Jr., that's going to allow Garrett Wilson, that's going to allow them to work effectively where they're good at. And then the tight ends as well. That's going to allow them to cook a little bit more. He may only see 4 to 5 targets a game. That's probably where he's going to project out. Maybe he can get up to 5 to 6. For fantasy football, he's going to be volatile, really going to be game script dependent. But with this average depth of target, he's always going to be in double digits. He's never going to be in single digits. There's no way, shape, or form. This is a wide receiver you push it deep to. And he's going to have a couple splash games or a couple highlight reel moments this season, making big plays for the Jets. We were starting to see it last year. He was starting to be a target monster last year with the Jets. It was starting to ramp up. It was starting to get there. We saw this on the route participation rates. You're seeing this as that climbed up. We're looking at the targets here, 6, 7, 12, 6, 9. He can earn targets. Targets are earned. They're not given to you because you're a charity. They weren't feeling bad for A.D. Mitchell, what happened with the Colts, and they just started giving him targets. Part of it is there was nobody else, but if there was no upside to what was going on, they would not deliver targets his way. Like, he was getting targets for a reason. Outside that snap share, got up there last year. He got some good run. And then on top of that, primary corners on him, Nate Wiggins, Mike Hughes, Jen Jones, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Tre'Davious White. You're looking at what he did last year. He didn't go gangbusters. We can say that. You can be a naysayer if you want. But we are earning targets. That's really all we want to see. And then you got Breece Hall. You got a lot of speed on this team. I don't think anybody's declaring that with the Jets, that this is a very fast team, but we are getting there. We are much getting there. You got a Kenyon Sadiq. You got Garrett Wilson. You got A.D. Mitchell. You got Breece Hall. You got hot turf in New York. And I get it. You can't set the AC on in New York. You definitely have to now when you're playing the Jets. You better turn that AC on. Breece Hall, one of the best running backs in the league. And it's been for years and years and years. Opportunity share, 5th among running backs. He's a stud. He's an alpha. Receiving yards, 9th among running backs. Runs 18.9 routes per game. Route participation, 6th among running backs, 57.2%. Yards per touch, 2.69 yards created per touch, Yards created, 751 on the season. True yards per carry, 4.1. Yards per touch, 5.1. That's also with the context of the team last year. And he's a big play waiting to happen. You look at the Jets, and there's a lot of naysayers on this team. I don't want to be negative when I talk about the Jets because all that stuff should just be inferred. But really, when you look at the Jets and the draft picks and how they're building, they're very interesting. This is a very interesting team to watch. I want to see how they're going to build going forward. I want to see how these young players develop. But this is a very interesting team to watch as a science experiment for football. And if Geno Smith can just go back to being Geno Smith from what we saw in Seattle when he was flying high. With what you got here, if it can develop, that could be sneaky. I don't see them like losing too many games. I look for them to be in some scraps. I can definitely say this is a team that's projected to be in a lot of scraps. Look at the defense. Well, entirely new defense. This is an interesting team. Like, you can hate on Geno Smith and the Jets all you want. This is a very interesting football team. Not going to say they're going to win Super Bowl. That'd be crazy. But football-wise, watching the roster, watching what's going on with this team, they're going to be fun, especially in the offseason, especially watching young players develop. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.